Welcome back to That Handicapping Show. I'm Claire Novak, joined once again by Tom LaMarra. We have arrived at Pimlico Racecourse. We are here to talk about the second jewel in the Triple Crown. That would be the Preakness. Exciting times with Kentucky Derby winner Nyquist looking for a Triple Crown bid. Can he go to Belmont and potentially have a Triple Crown on the line after we were so lucky to have American Pharoah win last year? We will see. But Tom is going to try to beat Nyquist, which...
for the first time.
Very interesting. And I have learned my lesson about picking against him. So this will be an interesting edition of the show. Tom, talk to me about the horse that you're going to pick.
Well, Nyquist first. He won the Derby at 1.25 miles. He won it, I think, rather impressively, despite the fact that, you know, there's always that talk about, well, this horse cannot get the distance. Like Catherine Sophia couldn't get the distance in the Kentucky Oaks.
You know how that ended up.
You need to watch to see if they can do it. Well, he did it. He's cutting back to 1 3/16 miles for the Preakness. Look, I've got nothing bad to say about this horse. I really don't. It wouldn't surprise me if he won by 3 or 4 lengths. There's a horse in here that I like, Cherry Wine, and he drew the rail, which is not a bad thing for a horse that's probably going to be last when they hit the first turn. There should be a lot of speed in this race. Of course, we don't know until it unfolds.
Right.
I think Nyquist clearly gets the jump. I think Exaggerator, who I'm going to put in third, behind Nyquist in second, will get the jump on Cherry Wine. I'm just taking a gut shot in this race. He's 20-1 in the morning line. His numbers have gotten a little bit better. Corey Lannery, is due for a break in one of these big races with a horse that comes from off the pace. And I think he fits. It's just a matter of getting the right setup.
I'm hoping for your sake this is not a repeat of me talking myself into Modesto, because we saw how that ended up.
I hope not.
But I have learned my lesson. I'm sticking with Nyquist, 8 for 8, the champion 2-year-old, obviously has a great shot. Very good running style for here at Pimlico. And I am going to stay with Exaggerator in second. There's been some talk, maybe the Kentucky Derby was a big effort for him and he'll bounce out of this race, but I do think he has a good running style to run second. Maybe won't be as close to the pace as some of these others, but I do expect him to come with that closing run. And then I am going to take a look at a long shot in here named Uncle Lino. This is a horse who won the California Chrome Stakes. Now, granted, he didn't beat very much there in that race at Los Alamitos, but I do look back to the Santa Anita Derby when he ran third. If you look at the horses he's been running against, he ran in some very good company. So I'm going to toss him in there for a long shot play since I'm picking the top 2 chalk.
All right. The weather is not supposed to be that great here on Saturday.
Not at all.
We are shooting this on Wednesday, and as we've seen here and in many other places, weather forecasts are not always accurate. But there is the possibility of an inch of rain. So what I did is this. I looked at horses who have run well on a wet track, and I don't have any doubt that Nyquist can handle a wet track. So I have, and then also if it is fast for some reason, they all run well on fast tracks.
And Exaggerator had that huge Santa Anita Derby win in the slop there, so that's very interesting. And I also am going against my gut to leave out Abiding Star, who is coming in on a 5-race win streak. I just think, he's based in Parks and maybe he hasn't been running against the top competition, but I would really like to see him jump up and run a big one.
Yeah, and he is a front-running type horse,
exactly,
but I do think that he's very good.
Yeah.
And, stuff happens. Horses may miss the break and he gets out. You never know.
All right, so maybe Abiding Star for your upset. Ellis Star is not with us today, but he will be here at Pimlico. You can go to Equibase to get his free products and analysis. You can follow us on Twitter and at bloodhorse.com. We always want to thank Equibase for sponsoring the show. Thank you for watching.